The number of cold callers hanging up on their targeted customers has risen by 13% in the last quarter, it has been revealed. The rise in reverse hang-ups is said to be due to their intended potential customers' transition from angry to cunning and humorous. Peter O. Gast from Twickenham said, "I got a phone call from a lady with a foreign accent who said I was to be entered into a prize draw. I pretended to have a stammer, and that the excitement of being entered into the prize draw was making it rather difficult for me to speak. After 4 or 5 sentences, she actually hung up on me. I thought it was amusing, but then realised I was a bit angry that it had happened. You just can't win." A spokesman for Cold Turkey, a company that operates all over India, said, "Our staff are highly trained, so highly trained that they know when people are taking the piss." He went on to say, "It's not really fair just to take the piss when you haven't invested capital into the piss-taking first. That's just cheating." The lady who hung up on the man has been bought some new suspenders. The hunting ban is going to be ignored even more than it was last year, says Teresa Sprocket of West Sussex. Her and her pals, most of them she knows from school, said they definitely ignored the hunting ban last year and the year before, but are ashamed to say that it was at the back of their minds whilst partaking in illegal hunts. They say this year it will be totally ignored, so much so that if anybody mentions it, they will simply laugh, as if the person saying it was really joking. One hunter proposed that people laugh and then say, "What ban?" But this was rejected, as it simply serves to further acknowledge the ban that they are trying to ignore. They aren't particularly worried, as they also know most of the people who brought in the ban and the ones that are upholding it today. Websites offering free tennis courts are being criticised for providing misinformation to would-be Tim Henmans and Andy Murrays. Sally Pasty from Woking said, "I go on the website and they give the addresses for all these supposed free tennis courts, and you get there and it's a very different story. Can you really play on a court where the net has been ripped out, or there's not even a fence around the courts at all, or where you're abused by drinkers for being arrogant enough to even play tennis in the first place?" Sally is lobbying to have quotation marks put around the word tennis on these websites. Finally, Oxford and Cambridge University have urged people to stop bleating on about what percentage of their students were privately and state educated. The head of philosophy at Cambridge said, "If you think about it, it doesn't really matter. It's all relative, really." While the head of economics said, "Well, it's about half and half, isn't it? Surely that's right." One of the cleaning ladies at Oxford added, "I was state educated and I'm here, so I don't think it matters, really." There is talk at Cambridge of adding Grange Hill studies to the degree courses on offer, which should finally put this tired old debate to bed.